Hi, I'm Talia.
Hi, I'm Matthew, and we are the Critics.
This week we are going to be reviewing the Ghostbusters reboot starring an all-female lead cast. Both of us really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
And let's get straight into it. So obviously the first thing to do would be to compare it to the original, which was brilliant in its time, and it's still, it's quite timeless when you watch it now. It's still very enjoyable. Overall, I thought it was a perfect reboot. It had the same feelings, like that feeling of nostalgia that you got when you watched it, but at the same time it was really fresh. It was a refreshing take on the Ghostbusters concept.
I was worried when we saw the trailer and it seemed to be same universe but X number of years later.
Yes, but it was totally
fresh. But the fact that it was a complete reboot, start afresh, and work from there was really good and excellent homage to the original, but you didn't need to know that homage was being paid to enjoy it. I mean, it was extra enjoyable for people who had watched the original and grown up with it, but if you hadn't, you weren't missing out on anything drastic.
Exactly. Also, the nods to the original were really well done.
Yeah.
They did it in terms of the cameos of the old cast. They were all there. I mean, every time one of them appeared on screen, the whole theater just went, that it really had the effect that you'd want. Even the ghosts appeared from the first one, which was so cool. That was really, really nice to see. And the music as well, that just hit a note straight away. Overall, it was good. I mean, it would stand the test of time. I said to Matt, if they made 10 sequels, I'd watch all of them. The cast as well was a really strong point. I realized watching it that the original cast was made up mostly of comedians, and so was this. Well, all four of the ladies are comedians, and in my opinion, they are a handful of the best female comedians currently. Melissa McCarthy was amazing, and the chemistry was really good. Usually when you put an ensemble cast together and they're all so funny on their own, it tends to fall flat. But here, they just worked off each other and it was really very well done. And seeing the old guys as well was great.
I even think that the chemistry was better and the characters were better in this one than in the original.
The characters were very developed,
and I think they worked together incredibly well, and I think that's a huge point, and that's the main thing. I mean, Ghostbusters is about
the teamwork and getting together. And they sort of were aware of what they were doing, but also not, Like when Melissa was saying, these people need help, who are they going to call? You knew it was a nod, but then it also fit well into the storyline.
And importantly, like that can feel cheesy and like pushed and unnatural, but it didn't, and they pulled it off really well.
I think the actresses they chose were good. Overall, the one critique we did have was Chris Hemsworth.
What a pity.
I mean, we like him, he's such a great actor, but he just did not fit that role. You wanted someone who was good looking and funny, but he just didn't deliver the lines as they were meant to, or the lines didn't work for him.
And also, I mean, we spoke about it, it's also potentially a case of script writing. Because Chris Hemsworth's one and only joke was repeated 16 times throughout the movie, hot guy that's dumb. And that was literally the only joke we ever got.
And it sort of always crashed the scene for me, because you'd come from a really high level of comedy with the ladies, where they, you watch them and you don't know if anything they say is scripted or if they're just making it up half the time. And then you go to Chris, who's just like sort of delivering a line and looking good. I suggested to Matt someone like Chris Evans, who is genuinely funny and also good looking. I mean, it's the same thing for Captain America. He would have had the exact same effect. But he's genuinely funny, like he doesn't take himself seriously. And I think he would have worked better with the group of ladies of the cast than Chris Hemsworth. Although Chris, I mean, to me, he is a serious actor. I mean, he might not be a serious guy, but I just don't think he suited that part very well.
It was kind of obvious that he was acting.
In terms of the action, that was
fun. I think the action was really good. I think that scene near the end where we got the Ghostbusters versus the ghosts was
good.
Was amazing. I think the ghosts were really cool. And I think it's a really good use of CGI. It's a really good use of technology that the originals didn't have, that we now have, and it's used well, and it's not overdone. I do think we watched it in 3D. I'm not and we differ on this point. I don't think it was a good 3D movie. I think the 3D in the movie was a bit forced on you at times and distracting rather than adding. But you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I mean, there was a part when one of the ghosts literally, came out of the screen box.
Yeah, that was annoying to me because it was like, this is a movie. Wait, snap out of it. This is a movie. There's a screen, and I'm coming out of the screen.
I loved it. I thought it was fun.
But that might just be my hatred of the ring and things coming out of screens.
Not 100% at all. And they looked like they were having fun, genuinely.
And I think that's why this film is so good. I think because they had fun. Everyone who was watching in the cinema that we were watching with, including ourselves, had a lot of fun watching it. You kind of have to be in the worst mood imaginable, or go in there wanting to hate it, to come out not at least having fun. Yes, it's not as impactful as the original, but that's because it's a remake.
Yeah,
it's never going to be at that level. But I think they did an exceptionally good job, and they just had so much fun. And as an audience, I just had such fun watching.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it was the best remake they could have done.
Yeah,
definitely. And the fact that they've changed the cast to female was quite a cool concept. Yeah, to add to the mix.
Yeah.
Overall,
in terms of thumbs, this is actually quite tough, I think. Considering that it's a Ghostbusters 2.
Give me a 2, yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Give us a sequel, guys, please.
Just not 10, please.
Please give us 10.
No, maybe 2. let's keep it real.
Great job.
So thank you very much for watching. If you've liked this video, please click like and subscribe to our channel to see more. You can also see us on our social media, which is our Facebook, our Tumblr, our Twitter, and our Instagram. Those links are also in the description box below. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Talia.
And this has been the Critics Review of the 2016 remake, Ghostbusters.